Hi Kawan, welcome to EDCReady, and today more of a discussion video. See, yesterday I had a very tough day. It's kind of one of those days that so many things fall apart or so many things goes wrong all in one day. Everything from problems at work to software issues at home to even the kitchen running out of the gas stove to gardening problems that I was having yesterday, and it was just one of those days where so many things went wrong, and it is those days that makes me feel like I really appreciate the things that go right. And all that comes down to this topic which I'm going to talk about today. It's a very short video. I'm going to be talking about reliability. And reliability, just for me, is that no matter what goes wrong, there are certain things in life that you can always go back to, that will still work the exact way that you expect it to, the exact way that makes you feel like you can count on it. And the number one factor of reliability is actually simplicity. In the EDC community, and I'm guilty of this myself, fancy schmancy new age locks and steels and all that kind of brings a sense of joy. It brings a sense of progress. You feel that the next step is always going to be better. But as you add features and as you add different manufacturing processes, things definitely get muddled up, and eventually you're gonna sacrifice a bit of reliability and a bit of simplicity for what you would call progress or complexity. And here's an example. This is a knife that is a gorgeous knife. This is one of the best knife designs out there. Definitely one of my favorite knives I've ever owned. A knife that I don't think I would ever sell. The ProTech Malibu in the Warncliffe. 20 CV blade steel, really nice handles, button lock action, bearings, and it's just a great feat of engineering for a pocket knife, especially for the price. The prices of knives in 2024 have been going up, and to the point that it has gotten to an uncomfortable level with how much the prices have gone up. I'm looking at you, Benchmate. Benchmate, you are one of the most prolific criminals in this whole, not criminal, sorry, you're the most prolific practitioners in this whole price race game that they have here in 2023 and 2024. But for all the things that are great about this knife, I'm not going to grab this knife when I know that absolute reliability is going to be what I'm looking for. If what I'm looking for is something that I know will work, that I know will function whether or not I use it or someone else uses it, whether it's my friend or my wife, it's going to be this guy. This is the Spyderco Native 5 Salt LC200N, part of their Salt series, so I know it's not going to rust. So, and the backlog is going to be strong, ergonomics are going to be good. It is doing nothing more except the absolute best at getting the basics right. And what is that? It's a knife that will slice, it's a knife that will hold an edge well, it's a knife that is comfortable in hand, and it's a knife that will provide a lot of grip security to someone in hand, and it's a knife that will lock up securely. And bar fixed blade, this is the safest knife, most reliable knife to use on a day-to-day basis. Another thing is that there was a time when I was carrying something a little bit more complex of a multi-tool. I did carry this on my belt and in my pocket for a few weeks for a review, and currently I'm carrying this guy for a review, the Bibury 10-in-1. And again, lots of cool features, lots of interesting locking mechanisms. This is something like an axis lock, but with less blade play, side-to-side blade play as a regular Benchmade axis lock. But again, there is going to be complexity here that might compromise it in the long term. Just like with my bug out, after 6 months, both Omega springs broke. Whereas if you have something a lot simpler in terms of a multi-tool, Victorinox SD Classic, all you have here is a little back spring on the back here, and then some very simple tools that don't lock up, that are held in via spring tension in the back. And this little knife right here is something that I've carried and I really enjoyed carrying it. But more than that, it's a knife that I feel like it's safe enough and simple enough for my daughter to carry. I recently uploaded a video where I talk about this from my daughter's perspective as a EDC carry, or as a carry when she goes camping or hiking, and just the simplicity of it. I know that it is not going to be dangerous for her to use as long as I am watching her, making sure she's operating it in a safe manner. So this, reliable enough, safe enough, and simple enough for my daughter to use. We have flashlights, and there are many flashlights, but honestly, I keep going back to this guy. This guy just fits well in my coin pocket. 2-button operation. You have on, and then this cycles up So you have lumen, 1 lumen mode, and then you have I think a 35 lumen, and it goes up to like 100 something. You press it down and it goes up to 400 lumens. And it's USB, not USB-C. The new ones are USB-C, but this guy is micro USB rechargeable. Just a great simple flashlight that I can carry in my pocket. In terms of this pouch, Arc Rambler, very simple pouch organizer, a pocket organizer that I've been using for years and years. I have here a very budget-friendly zebra pen, which has been my companion for all my writing needs. Now I have other pens. Okay, I have this guy right here. This is just a Faber-Castell. I have permanent markers I tend to carry from time to time. I also have another zebra pen, which is somewhere in my house right now. And yeah, these guys are just great to carry. It's so simple and it's so easy to carry and so small. It extends to the right length to write something. Okay, but it shrinks down to a small manageable size. Another thing I've been carrying recently is this guy. This guy is just like a nose inhaler thing. So if your nose gets a little clogged up, I will stick this in my nose and inhale very deeply. And even the pouch, it's very simple. It's nothing more than like a couple of pieces of nylon that are sewn together, and it does the job really well. Now, I have definitely looked at a lot of nice zipper pouches from Alpaca Gear, from I think Field Notes have some, and those are amazing, and I do intend to buy them in the future. But having something like this that just works, that is just simple, it gives me like the sense of like, I know what's going to be reliable. I know it's going to be reliable, and I know that even during tough days, even during the toughest of days, I know that these guys in my pocket will need to do and will do pretty much what I need from them. And yeah, it's just a little rant. So let's introspect a little bit as EDC guys and EDC gals out there. When we buy something, are we buying something because we know that it's going to work for us? Are we buying something because it is like the next step in evolution of something that we might not even need? We'd love to hear your thoughts down below. Thanks guys, and stay ready.